Good morning, everyone. It is April, and so we are going to start with the April readings for each sign. So, welcome. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Melissa Watkins, medium, Guidance 311 founder. And so there's more information about me in the description box, and you can always go to guidance311.com for things like my blog, my services, my classes, everything that we've got going on. So it's all good stuff, and I'm so excited that you're here with me. So thank you for being here. So we're going to jump in and just find out what the themes for April are. So please check out the sun, moon, and rising signs for yourself to get a complete picture of what these energies are going to bring you for the month of April. So with that being said, we are going to get started with Aries. So here we go. All right, guys. Whew. I am ready to go. How are you? I hope you are also. Tuning into Aries is always a big energy. Being a fire sign myself, sun sign, whew, it is a big energy. So let's see what we've got for all of you coming up in the month of April. Whew. All right. So let's start with an overarching theme. Let's see what the overarching energy for April is. Memories, cherished memories of loved ones. So it feels like, Aries, this month is going to be bringing some things up for you from the past. So I'm not feeling like this is going to be so much of a reconnection of a relationship, but it is going to be bringing up themes and pain, trauma, hurts from the past, because I feel like it's another layer deeper to say, hey, it's time to be able to go into those memories without the pain, without the recrimination, without the judgment or criticism. It feels like it's really time to say, I'm just ready to be done with that. Like, I'm ready for that to be behind me. And that's okay. And that's okay. I'm going to put it behind me in the past, and I'm going to cherish that memory. I'm going to cherish that relationship, that loved one, what we spent together, how that all looked, what went down. And I'm just going to be like, that was part of that road, that part of my journey, and it's good. I can be okay with it now. Yeah, because it's now time to embrace who you are as you move forward in April. Embracing everything that's coming to you, embracing how you're feeling about the newness, embracing about all the things that are coming in that feel very magical, all right? Embracing everything that's coming in that feels like it's coming from that higher plane of existence, saying you're ready, it's time. All the people and situations that are coming into you, it's safe to embrace them. It's safe to say, this is for me and this is where I'm going. And I'm okay because I'm surrounded by this connection to everything. So it's safe for me to open up. It's safe for me to say, I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive the goodness. I'm ready to receive that new job. I'm ready to receive that new relationship. I'm ready to receive that new home. I'm ready to receive that new car. I'm ready to receive that new baby for some of you. So yeah, it feels like this is your time to receive. And you know, Aries, it feels like there's going to be some creation. So maybe the birthing that I'm coming up with here isn't necessarily a physical baby. For some of you it might be, but for some of you it might be birthing that creation, birthing that idea, birthing that project. So that's what I'm getting, a very creation kind of energy with these two cards, where Mother Gaia is going to help you to create what it is. So it's time for you to open up and really to start expanding yourself and sharing yourself, because the opportunities are going to show up. They are going to beckon you. They are going to want you to say, I am ready. But you can't do that if you're still holding your head down, not looking at the good stuff coming in, but you're also staying in those old recriminations, those old I don't deserve, it never happens for me, the past never really worked out, and now Spirit's coming in and saying, you know what, it's time. It's time for you to start receiving. All you need to do is just lift your head up, look life square in the eye and say, I'm ready. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready for whatever you're bringing me. I'm ready to show up. I'm ready to do the work. I'm ready. So Aries, it feels like it's time to embrace who you are, your gifts and talents, what it is you want going forward. Because April is going to bring you. April is going to beckon you to go in a certain direction. And if you're holding yourself back or saying the past has always let me down, I'm not going to do it, then you're holding yourself back. And I feel like it's time not to do that. Yeah. So you're going into what is better. You're going into, you know, all those things that didn't work out, it's because there's something better. So where you're going is the something better. And so you need to start really believing that that is the case, that where you're headed is better. It's not the past, it's not the old story, it's not the old letdown. This is about embracing your magic, your connection, I just feel like you're going to be able to embrace things coming in because they're coming in from like many different places. So I feel like in April there's going to be a lot of opportunity. It's not just one or two things. Like it's going to be opportunity in different parts of your life. So, you know, for some of you it's going to be very financial. That creative thing that you're creating, that birthing that you're doing is going to bring you financial assistance. It is going to bring you into the, but for some of you the opportunity in the opening up is in relationship. It is going to be about allowing that new person into your life, allowing the memory of the old to be just that, a memory. That what you're opening up to is going to be that new relationship, that new way forward. That new road that you're going to be journeying on with someone new. So whoever shows up from the past, it feels like it is kind of a final, it was nice, but it's done. It's done. Or it wasn't nice and it's done. So Aries, I would say in April, be open to possibility. Embrace what comes in for you, especially if it's new, because it is time for you to open up. It is time for you to expand. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for the good to come in. You have to just allow it. You have to just allow it. And sometimes that can be the hardest part, is kind of taking that, what feels like a leap of faith, what feels like going into the unknown with no safety net. But you do have a safety net. You have your gut instinct, and your gut instinct is going to be like, oh, this is exciting, and I'm really excited about it, and I really want to do this, but. Don't let the but hold you back. Just stay in the excitement. This is exciting. This feels good. I'm going to go in that direction. And any but is old. That's old story. That's old energy. You got to be able to like, okay, I'm going to breathe through that. I'm going to let that go because I can't let that hold me back. I can't let that be the thing that dictates what I do here. Because then I'll never move forward. I'll never get in a new situation. I'll never get into the new. I'll never have that safety and stability that I really, really am desiring. So I hope that resonated with you. Don't forget to watch your sun, moon, and rising signs for a full picture. Have a beautiful April, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. All right. So, just gonna grab, and we are going to talk to Taurus. Taurus, how are you? How are you? This is your April reading, and we are going to be looking at the themes for April and what they're going to bring you this month, Taurus. Whew, it's such a different energy than the previous energy I was in. It's a very stable, grounded, solid energy. So for those of you who are Sun Taurus signs, I know that it can be very hard for you to make movement. But I feel like that is the overarching theme for all of us in April. So let's see what we've got here for you. Oh, so let's get the right deck. That just went flying. Let's get the right deck. All right, let me grab those. Let me grab those. And there's 3 of them, Taurus. So I'm gonna keep them all for you. So big theme for Taurus this month. So yes, Taurus, peacock. Raise your standards. So yeah, it feels like it is time. It is time for you to say, I want better. Like what I've been getting ain't good enough. I want better. I want more solid. I want more stable. I want more, I want that higher bracket, financial bracket. I want that raise. I deserve that person who's going to respect me. I deserve to be respected in whatever situation I'm being put in. So for those of you who have been in situations where you have not been feeling like you've been getting your due, I would say it's time to raise your standards. And so if you've got people in situations that are trying to hold you back and keep you down, it's time to say, I got to go. So for those of you who are like, but I don't know how to go, that's where you have to invite in serendipity. You have to invite in the miracle. You have to invite in the unexpected by being open to receiving possibility. So where you have always kind of been, I'm not going to look in that direction, or I'm not going to allow that person to talk to me, or I'm not going, it's almost like you've just got to open up. You've got to be able to put yourself in new situations around new people. That is how you invite serendipity, where now this person knows this person who can help you do this, or this person knows this person that can help you move in that direction. So I feel like April for you, Taurus, is going to be about just really raising your standards and saying, what I have been receiving has been good or okay, but I'm ready to elevate myself. And so it is important for you to get into your creative workshop and follow your passion. So where you've wanted to look or where you've wanted to go, it's time. It's time to make that move. And you know, you don't have to make a big move. It could be that one step. Take that one step. Network with that one person. Learn that next level. You know, whatever it is that you've not been doing. It's like, take that step. Don't keep playing small, okay? Because it is time for you to go further, have more. That's what April is going to be about, bringing you opportunity to go further and have more in whatever part of your life that you're wanting, Taurus. But if you keep your feet stuck in the mud and you aren't willing to make that move, then you won't be able to change or go to the next level, all right? Oh, all right, and you got extra cards there too. Wow. All right, Spirit is bringing me big message for Taurus this month. So, the first one that came out was sacral chakra. So, Taurus, this is telling me you've got some blockage in your creative workshop because your creativity resides in your sacral chakra. Your creativity is down here being blocked in your sacral chakra. So it's going to be really important for you to get moving. Honestly, literally getting your hips moving. Getting your energy moving and flowing in that creative way to unblock that sacral chakra. So for some of you, you might want to do a sacral chakra clearing meditation or listening to that sound frequency for the sacral chakra to help to elevate that energy within you so that you can get into this creative workshop and follow your passion. All right? Really, really important, Taurus, to not, again, they keep showing me like your feet are planted in the mud up to your ankles and like you don't want to move. And it's not that thin mud, it's that like that clinging muck that just won't let go. And you got to figure out a way to let it go, to walk out of it so that you can invite in the serendipity, raise your standards, and get into the creativity. All right, so this is going to be really important this month, that you are very aware that your creativity is being blocked, which is holding you back. And we need to unblock that. All right, because for many of you, it is about you awaiting results. You've been waiting results. You've been waiting for that groundedness, that connection to produce something. So I feel like wherever you've planted yourself, it hasn't produced what it is you've been wanting. So you've just been waiting and 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 waiting, and it hasn't been coming. All right. Nobody has showed up saying we're giving you that raise. No one has showed up saying, hey, I think you're kind of cute. Like, you've just literally been waiting and very, very stuck because you have been blocked. All right. Your creativity, your passion, your pleasure, it's all been very blocked, very stuck. All right, so now it's about getting grounded so that you can get into connection with Mother Gaia, so you feel safe to make a move. You can feel safe to move forward and awaiting results that will come, and getting out of waiting for results that haven't come. They're not coming. They haven't come yet. They're not coming. So when you start unblocking yourself, when you really start getting very intentional about getting into the creative workshop, following your passion, what drives you, that inner spark that drives you, that's when things are going to start getting you out of the challenging times that you've been in. This blockage, this lack of creativity has been keeping you held stuck and down from what it is that you've been wanting. It's time to get unstuck. It's time to become the hero for yourself. Taurus, you're so used to being the hero in everybody else's story, being the one that people could rely on, being that very stalwart, I've got this, I've got your back, I'm going to take care of you. And now it's time for you to come in and be that protector for yourself, be that hero for yourself. Make the changes you need to make for yourself, not for anybody else. This is about you moving forward. Seeking. Become the seeker. Again, invite in the serendipity by getting into connection with other people, with other sources, with other ideas, with other modalities. Whatever it is, Spirit is coming in to say, we are bringing you the messages. We're bringing you that impetus, that feeling inside to go in a new direction. And that's what they need you to do. To go in that new direction, to go up the staircase, to follow your passion. And I feel like you have people around you maybe cautioning you, or maybe trying to hold you back, not because they have an agenda, but because they just love you so much and they're afraid for you to go in a different direction. But I feel like it's time. It's time for you to say, I've got this, and where I'm going is because I'm being guided very strongly from my solar plexus, from my will center, from my power, and whatever it is you're wanting to go to, look at that. Yes, that is your direction. Yes, those are your people. Yes, that is the new way. Whew. That's in your face. That's in your face. That what you're being brought to this in April, what you're being brought to is taking you in a very, very new direction. It's going to allow you to give yourself the raise. The raise financially, the raise spiritually, the raise emotionally, the raise mentally, the raise physically. So whatever your creative workshop is taking you to, whatever your passion is, it's going to invite in the serendipity. It's going to help you to find the connection that you need to take you to the next step. Whether that's somebody coming in and saying, hey, we've got this great idea, we want you to be a part of it. Whether that's new person coming in saying, hey, I really have your back, I really respect you, I really want to be a part of your experience. Whatever it is, that's what's happening, Taurus, this month. And it's going to be important for you too Know that you are coming out of the challenging times and not to keep yourself in them. Not to stay stuck. But to get out of your own way and seek the new. Go in the new direction. Follow your gut. Which can be very, 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 very scary. But that's what I'm feeling for you this month, Taurus. It's time. It's time for you to start receiving. So where you're feeling you want to go, what your gut is screaming at you, the answer is yes, that is for you. And if you're not sure what your gut is screaming, if you can't get clear on it because that fear is so like oppressive, that's when you also want to get quiet. Get out and ground. You are a very grounded energy, and when you're not in connection with Mother Gaia or nature, it feels very uncomfortable. And so in April, I would say spend as much time outside as you can. So as these changes come into your experiences, these choices and decisions that need to be made, you're making them from that very grounded place that says, I've got this. If you're making your choices and decisions from your fear or your mental body, chances are you're going to go in the direction that feels familiar, and that's a direction you've already been in, and there's nothing new in that direction. So that's going to lead you to have to come back around. But if you can drop down into your heart and make that decision from that place of knowingness and feeling and connection to Mother Gaia, to Earth, that is going to be the way forward, even if it feels a little scary or a little uncomfortable because you've never gone that way before. And that's what I feel for April, that you're going in a new direction. That is inviting in serendipity, saying, okay, I'm ready for people to come into my experience that are going to know people who are going to have opportunities, are going to have resources, are going to have whatever I need to help me move forward on my journey. But I can only do that if I go in a new direction. So, I am sending you so much love and so many blessings, Taurus. Have a beautiful April. Thank you for being here. Hello, hello, hello. Gemini. Gemini, welcome, welcome, welcome. April. Please check out the sun, moon, and rising signs to get a full picture of your April. But Gemini, let's start with your overarching theme for the month. Let's see where this message is going to take us. So I hope you're doing well, Gemini. I hope you're getting ready for spring, getting ready for the newness, the freshness, the rejuvenation is what it feels like. April for you, Gemini, is going to be about money. Find a way to abundance. Look at that. You know, when I see this card, it makes me feel like, yes, money is going to start to flow. Money is going to start to come in. You know, when we have had very difficult relationships with money, where we've maybe always felt like we didn't have enough, even if we did. You know, that whole lack mentality or scarcity consciousness. It's real. It's very real. And it keeps us from ever feeling safe and stable on that survival level. And in April, Gemini, I feel like the money thing is going to really open up in a way that you don't have to feel like your survival is under the gun. Okay? So finding your way to abundance isn't about you doing anything different, it feels like just being in the receiving mode, all right? So what you're going to have to maybe do differently is to accept the help, accept the new opportunity, accept the different, because I feel like the money may come in like a very different way. Like it's not going to be like a promotion at work. It's not going to be something normal. It's going to be more like you're going out of your way and doing something different or doing something new or doing something on top of what you've already been doing. So I feel like this money situation is going to change because you're changing your relationship with money, but because of the work that you're going to be doing. I don't know, maybe a side business. maybe opening up, you know, a healing modality, maybe doing an online something, just really kind of supplementing what you do for like your regular life, because that doesn't bring you as much joy as maybe it did in the past. Okay. So yeah, it's going to be really, really important for you to get into that giving and receiving mode. So that money, you feel it flows, okay? It's not stagnant, it's an energy. And the more you put out, the more you receive in. So as you're putting out your energy for learning or researching or networking, that is going to allow the money to really flow into your experience, because you're putting that energy out there that I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to open up. I'm ready to go forward. All right. So very important to, as you give money out this month, to not worry about it, to not feel any fear attached to it. Just know that it's coming back. Like, I'm going to pay this bill that I really don't want to pay, but it's going to come back to me. Or I'm going to give this whatever, but I'm not worried about it because I'm going to get it back in some way. I don't know how, but I know it's coming back to me because money is energy and it's all flowing and it's ever flowing. And I'm going to be grateful for what I do have. And that is also going to allow money to flow to me. All right. So just know that the giving and receiving is a cycle. And just know that whatever you're giving, you're going to receive. Yeah. Yeah, I love this message for you. All right. So it's going to be important for you this month to stay very kind of dedicated to your effort. So keep making the strides forward. Keep going in the right direction. Keep being learning, seeking, networking, like doing all those things very consistently. You know, don't sit back and go, oh, well, it's coming to me. I guess I'll just sit here and wait. No, the energy you put out is the energy you receive. So if you put out sitting and waiting, you're going to get sitting and waiting back. But if you put out dedicated effort, if you put out consistent, I'm going to keep doing everything that I'm doing consistently with very little expectation of how this is going to work out, I just know I'm doing my part, that's when things start to just flow into your experience. So making sure that you're staying in the dedicated effort. You're still doing what you need to do on a daily basis. You're still doing what you're being guided to, what you feel you want to do. And just know that that is going to keep producing. Whether you can see how or when, you may not have any idea how or when it's going to produce anything. That is where you surrender and leave that to the powers that be. You just know that you're doing what you can on a daily basis or a weekly basis, and then your energy is flowing, and it's going to keep flowing to bring to you those people, those opportunities, those ideas, and that's how the energy keeps working in your favor. Yeah, through love, through dropping down into your heart. Staying in connection to yourself, your higher self, knowing that everything that you're doing out of love, all the dedicated effort that you're doing is in love, right? You're grateful to be doing what you can be doing. You're having joy doing what you can be doing. Staying in that positive expectation that everything is working out for your highest and greatest good. And then it is. And then it is. Because you're flowing. Your energy is flowing. And for some of you, I mean, if you look at, these are all the chakra colors, you might even want to do chakra clearing meditations throughout the month. You know, really kind of giving that energetic nudge to the energies so that you are able and willing and open to receiving whatever comes your way. That is how you get into connection with money. That is how you stop seeing it as this villain in your life, but really getting into partner with it and be like, okay, it is my friend. It is my friend. When I do my work, when I stay in gratitude, it shows up. When I'm being fearful, when I'm being mean about it, when I'm being discouraged, it doesn't show up. It's an energetic signature. Yeah. Couldn't do this again if I tried. Look at that. There it is. That's what's coming in for you this month. That's what's coming in for you this month. abundance. Abundance of not just money. I mean, money is definitely, I think that's gold coins flowing out of her dish. But it's also abundance of spirit, abundance of joy, abundance of love. So for some of you, this could be, you know, new people coming in to really help you, giving you those opportunities, giving you that network ability to be able to receive in a way that feels like magical or over the top. So Gemini, this month, I really feel like you are coming into this being able to breathe easily around your financial situation if you're doing the work, so that you can have more time to focus on what brings you joy, what brings you love, what helps you to feel connection, what helps you to feel connection to yourself and to connection to others, because that fear of the financial isn't driving and striving you into just working. Because all you're doing is bringing in more working. Get into gratitude. Get into partnering with your spirit to say, I'm ready to receive, I'm open to receive, and I'm going to drop down into my heart, and when I feel the fear around the financial or my safety and stability or my survival, I'm going to be like, I'm getting into connection. I'm going to go out and ground. I'm going to reach out through love to myself and know that I'm doing everything I can to positively impact my situation, and that's going to bring to me everything that I need. Through the energetic cycle of giving and receiving. You got this. Thank you for being here. Sending you so much love. Have a beautiful April. Thank you. Hey Cancer, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? It is April. It is April, and I feel like we are jumping off this month. So please check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for a complete picture of your April. But Cancer, let's get started with your overarching theme here. Ooh, Cancer. Seek knowledge. So Cancer, this month is going to be about you learning something new, learning something different, or learning more in whatever it is you're wanting or doing, okay? So if you already have like this amazing career that you absolutely adore, then it's about learning more. For some of you who are in situations that you absolutely abhor, hate, want out of, then it's going to be seeking knowledge, learning something new that is going to get you out of that situation. So for some of you, it could be starting school. It could be starting a certification course. It could be starting college courses. It could be starting an online course, you know. So Cancer, don't disparage wherever the learning's coming from, I guess. Don't be critical of the way of learning, okay? Some of you might even be doing your own learning. I mean, I've been doing my own learning for the past 10 years of just reading the books that interested me and taking the seminars that resonated with me. So for some of you, it may be a very like personal journey of learning. And for others, it may be a more structured class or course or college or certification program. So Cancer, be open to whatever the learning is going to look like for you, but that's what this month is going to be about. That learning is what is going to take you into where you want to go like the rest of this year, okay? So if you're really somebody struggling with your life and things aren't going the way you want, it's not flowing, it's because you're not where you need to be, and the only way for you to move into where you need to be is to get some new knowledge. Okay? So, it's going to be important to drop down into your heart and really heal those parts of yourself that feel like you don't deserve or you're not good enough. So for some of you, the reason you haven't been seeking the knowledge is because you feel like, who, me? Who am I to do that thing? Who am I to have that role? Who am I to be that leader? Who am I to whatever? Okay? So it's time. It's time for you to heal that part of yourself. If you look, that heart is broken. Heal that part of yourself that says, I'm not good enough. And for some of you, it just might be about giving yourself compassion and saying, okay, whatever made me feel like I wasn't good enough, I'm going to love myself through that. I'm going to recognize that I don't feel good enough. I'm going to recognize where I was hurt, what held me back. But now I'm going to say, that part of me is over. I love myself and I'm moving forward. So it's through the love, sharing the love with yourself, that you're going to be able to make these strides, make these moves. And for some of you, it might be getting some healing that's going to be required, okay, to help you really make a shift. So whether that's energy work, talking to a medical doctor, talking to a counselor, something where you really feel like you're being supported on your healing journey so that you can feel the love for yourself enough to make a move. Sign up for that class. Seek out that book. Whatever it is that you need this month, that's going to change how you pull what you need into your experience. Manifesting what it is you want. Manifesting the money for the course. Manifesting the right doctor. Manifesting the right partner. Manifesting the right job. Not striving and driving and keep pushing and not getting anything, but about really healing that part of you that says, I'm really not good enough to receive it, which is blocking it. So it's going to be really important, Cancer, for you to almost seek the knowledge of what's holding yourself back. Why do you feel like you're not good enough? Why do you feel like everybody's out to get you? Why do you feel like you don't have the power? And ditch that story. Ditch that drama. So if there's anybody around you creating drama in your life, nope, gotta go. If you've got people in your life saying, well, you really aren't good enough, or you really don't have the money, or you really whatever, no, I'm not listening to that. I'm going to manifest what I need through my healing of my heart and that part of me that agrees with you, that agrees that I'm not good enough, that I don't have what I need, I don't have the resources, I don't have... If you're truly loving yourself, if you're truly getting into gratitude for what you do have, if you're truly ready to make the shift, you'll get the support. You'll get the support. And it may come very unexpectedly from you don't know where. People around you who see how valuable you are, even though you've not been able to see how valuable you are. Ready and willing to give you help. Ready and willing to give you that boost. Yeah, it's time for you to come out of the self-imposed prison and become the master of your life. Cancer, you give so much love to everyone around you. It's time to give that love to yourself. Share that love with yourself so that you can get into the knowledge that will bring you into all the situations that you want in April. Be able to help you take that leap of faith, that opportunity that shows up that you feel like has always just been a pipe dream. Because it's not. It's your road. But you have to love yourself and believe in yourself enough to take the step on the road. No one can do that for you. And April is going to push you out of your comfort zone. That is why it's important for you to get the knowledge and the help and the learning that you need so that you can feel supported on this road. Because I feel like you're stepping into this new journey, this new cycle, this new story for yourself, where the old way of thinking and the old way of feeling isn't going to work. And that's why you need to be open to receiving information from whatever source that feels good to help you move forward. Yeah. And so when you're feeling lost, or when you're feeling like you don't know what road to take or what turn to take, meditation brings answers. Getting quiet, getting into connection with your gut, with your intuition, all right? Knowing that you're not alone. Knowing that there is more to this physical existence that is helping you, guiding you, supporting you. Meditation brings answers. And meditation can look like whatever you need it to look like. It can look like going outside and sitting under a tree for 5 minutes. It can look like sitting in your car for 5 minutes before you go anywhere with the phone off and the radio off and just no distraction, where you just center your energy. Or maybe you have to sit in your chair at your office desk and block out what's going on around you and just visualize and feel your connection to the roots that are coming out of the bottom of your feet all the way down into the center of Mother Gaia, and feel that connection to her. Whatever meditation looks like for you, getting quiet, getting into connection, feeling that center of yourself, that core of you. And what does that core want? And that might be the knowledge that you need to really get clear about what you want and what direction you want to go in. Because until you know that, making any choice or decision, it's not going to get you anywhere you want to be. But when you're making your choices and decisions from that very centered place of what you want, not anybody else, that's when you know you're on the road that is for you. Knowing that you're good enough to be on that road, that you're smart enough, you're talented enough, you're resourceful enough, and not letting anybody take your power. I feel like that's what April is going to be about for you, Cancer, finding your power in a way that you haven't found it for a very long time. I'm very excited for you, if you want to know the truth, because it's going to be good and leading you into really good directions that you might not even be aware can appear. Sending you so much love and so many blessings. Have a beautiful, beautiful April. Thank you for being here. Whew, that was Cancer. All right. All right. Whew, all right. Leo. Leo, 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 welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here today. All right, Leo, so please check your sun, moon, and rising sign for a full picture of your April, but I'm so glad you're here. All right, so we're going to pull an overarching theme for your April. Let's see what resonates with you today. Whoa, all right. So we're going to give these a nice big shuffle. When I drop cards like that, it just makes me think that, okay, something needs to be shuffled here. Ooh, Leo. Epiphany, seek clarity. You know, it feels like, Leo, you've been having situations in your life in the past few months where there's been maybe a lot of chaos, or a lot of things happening that you didn't know were going to happen, that were kind of unexpected. It feels like there's a lot of things that have been being cleared up behind you, and I feel like now you're coming into this time of this getting clear and getting the ideas and the perspectives and all the information that you need that's giving you this epiphany of where to go forward. And so for many of you, it's like the mask is coming off And you're starting to see things very, very clearly, where people who maybe have been deceiving you a little bit, they're not deceiving you anymore. Or situations that you thought were going in certain directions, you can now see they're not even close to going in that direction. So this is about you really getting the information from your gut, from your intuition that says, that's not your road. You thought it was, or you knew that it was your road for a minute, and that minute is coming to an end, is what it feels like. So this epiphany is really going to kind of take you in a new direction. So yeah, let's see where this new direction is. I'm not sure if it's like one new direction or many new directions. So that's what I'm going to ask as I shuffle here. Whew, okay. So I'm feeling this energy in my throat chakra. All right. Well, like I said, you've been getting clarity because, yes, it is time to seek the truth in whatever way you need to, in whatever situation you need to. That, again, the mask is coming off. The duality of the situation is being revealed. That everything that you thought was one way is actually got a different perspective to it. For some of you, I feel like this is about a person who you thought had your back and now doesn't, or isn't having it in the way that you thought they did. And for some of you, this is very work-related, where there's a boss where you thought they were really on your side, but now they're kind of flip-flopping. The other thing that's coming to me is a personal situation where the person kept saying, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, but really their actions are over here. They're really not lining up with what they're saying. And so you're starting to see that things are not as true as you thought they were in that situation. So I really feel like with these two cards, that you are coming into information again that is really giving you a new perspective and a new truth about situations and people in your life where you can't ignore it. You would like to, I think in some cases, you would like things to just go back to the way they were. But as April unfolds, it's going to be harder and harder to kind of keep that situation where you had wanted it, or where you thought it was going to be, or what direction you thought it was going to go in. So it feels like it's going to be important for you to be very honest about the information that's coming in, really seeing things clearly and from different perspectives, not just from one, because I do feel like there is some duality, opposing information that's going to come in that could be very easily swept under the rug. You know, I don't have to look at that, I don't have to see that, but it's going to kind of keep you in this situation that is never going to change. It's just going to continue to be what it is. And April isn't going to allow that to happen. I feel like you're going to kind of have to make a choice or decision, okay? That you are going to be getting information in a way through your dreams or daydreams from spirit, from your gut, from your intuition, that's going to say, okay, it's time. It's decision time. There's no staying in this altered reality. There's no staying in this secret or this lie or this delusion. There's no more playing this game with this situation or person, because the truth is out. And now it's time for me to decide, am I going to go in the new direction, or am I going to stay in this old story? But because you're getting the clarity, because you're seeing things from this new perspective, honestly, April doesn't feel like you're going to be able to stay in that old story. That new information is going to be a game changer. So for some of you, it's simply just seeing that person for who they truly are, stripped down. away from what they've been telling you, away from what you thought, but that stripped down version of what really is. And it might even be a situation with a boss. It might be a situation with a partner. But it is going to be an epiphany, a clarity, a revelation that the core of your being is not going to allow you to stay in. Because as this situation has been unraveling or evolving, you've been getting stronger and stronger as to what you want out of it. So for some of you, it's going to be recognizing you're really never getting that promotion. For some of you, it's recognizing that that person really isn't going to step up and be who they said they were going to be. So this epiphany is going to bring you into this clarity, seeing things from this very higher perspective that's not going to allow you to stay in that old story. But the good news is, it is because it is going to bring you into success and growth. So getting the clarity, seeing things from that higher perspective and getting into why things can't stay the way they were is going to bring you into the growth and success. It's going to be able to, then you can make choices and decisions that now you can bring in the success and growth. You can make the decisions for yourself that's going to give you what you want. So for some of you, it's giving yourself that promotion by going into a new company. For some of you, it's giving yourself that marriage or that engagement or that family by going into a new relationship. Because where you are isn't giving you and is not going to give you what you want or wanted, because now you can see this person isn't capable, this situation has no growth potential, whatever it is. I got to go over here to get what I want. They knew this is what I wanted, but they couldn't give it to me. So now I got to give it to me. That's where your success comes into. Your growth, your evolution. Coming into the knowingness that maybe it wasn't a horrible boss, maybe it wasn't a horrible partner. They're just not capable to step up to the plate and give you what you wanted or what you need. Sometimes people are just where they are and there's nothing you can do about that. They have to do their own growing or evolving, and if they're not willing to, sometimes we just have to let that situation be what it is and move on. And it's heartbreaking and it's not what we want, but we can't stay stagnant. We can't stay in that because it's going to diminish us in some way, and we're not here to be diminished. We're here to be successful. Yeah, so you might have to do some forgiveness. Forgive that person for not being completely clear with you. Forgive the situation for not being what you thought it was going to be. And forgive yourself whatever time and attention you feel like you gave that was maybe too much or too long. Sometimes in situations we trust. We trust what people tell us. We trust what we feel. And when people are telling us that they're going to do something for us and we feel they're going to, then we trust that. And I can't say that everybody makes promises and doesn't follow through because that was the intention on the outset. Many people make promises with the intention they're going to follow through, but then for whatever reason they're unable to. And sometimes we just have to forgive that. We have to forgive their inability to come through in the way that they said they were going to. Not to let them off the hook, but just to know that that's where they are. That's who they are right now, and you're not able or capable to be there with them. You're moving on. It's like this internal drive that will not let you stay down, will not take you away from what it is you feel you want or are here to have. And we're all here to have happiness and joy. So Leo, it may be a situation where you just have to understand, I have to forgive them for duping me, or where I feel like they lied to me or deceived me in some way, because really it's just they were doing the best they could in that moment, but it really wasn't good enough for me and I gotta go. Because I now can see very clearly from that higher perspective, this is never going to be what I wanted. This is never going to be what I thought it was going to be, what I was told it was going to be, what I was led it was going to be. They wanted the benefit of me for what I bring to the table. But they're not giving me any benefit back. This is not a balanced relationship. And because I'm not receiving, and maybe even being depleted from my resources, from my gifts, my talents, who I am, I got to go somewhere where I can be in balance, where I can feel good, where I can receive and achieve. Because right now I can't. Right now I can't. This situation, this person, I can't receive with them. I can't achieve with them. They're holding me back, and I love myself enough to move forward. And when I say you can see things from that higher perspective, it's not that you're better than them. It's just that you have a vantage point that you're seeing from that's not where they are. It doesn't mean they won't get there someday, maybe. It just means right now they're not there. And you have to love yourself enough to say, I've got to go where I can be respected, where I can be loved in the way that I deserve. Because that's what we're here to do, to be loved and respected, to have happiness and joy. I hope that resonated with you, Leo. Thank you for being here. That's hard. That's hard when we have to walk away from things that we thought were going to be one way, but they just can't for whatever reason. So having forgiveness is important, to not hold on to resentment so that you don't hold yourself back. Really important, Leo, as you go forward. So thank you. Whew, okay. Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Hello, hello, hello. So please look at your sun, moon, and rising signs for a full picture of April. Holy cow, we are in month 4 already of 2022. Oh, so Virgo, yours just literally popped out. Ooh, Virgo choices. Make the best choices. Look at that. Look at that. Make the best choices, Virgo. Whew. Because I feel like there's a lot coming in to make choices about. Yeah. There's a lot coming in to make choices about. So you're going to be big choices, Virgo. I mean, this does not feel like small energy. This feels like big things. Making choices, if you cannot think of it as right or wrong, good or bad, okay? Think of it as, where is the end point? So if I make this choice, choice A, where does that take me? And if I make choice B, where does that take me? Okay? If you can look at it from that way and drop down into your heart and make your choice from your heart, not from your head or the fear, because that's always going to kind of lead you down a road you've already been down, because the fear is going to want to keep you safe and safe. And that's going to take you somewhere you've already been. And chances are that not going to be anything new down there, so you're going to end up back where you are now. So if you drop down into your heart and really look at, okay, what are my choices? Where are each choice going to take me? And where do I want to be ultimately? And I'm doing that from that grounded heart space. Then the choice that you make is going to be the choice that you're wanting and feel positive about. That's your choice. So let's see where this is going. But yeah, making your choices not from fear. If you make them out of fear, you're going to end up in this loop of having to come back around. learning a lesson, going through a hard lesson so that you don't make the same choice again. Now, if you're like me, you have to keep making that hard lesson over and over and over again until you flip and get it. But I'm hoping that won't be you this month. So Virgo, let's see where this is going. Whew. Oh yeah. Oh, love it. All right, because you're coming into a well-deserved reward. So make the choice that feels uncomfortable. Make the choice that you really want to make, not the one that feels safe. Make the choice that's going to take you out of your comfort zone into something new, because you are coming into this well-deserved reward. And you can't do that if you keep playing it safe. If you keep going down the road you've already been down 15,000 times. Getting the reward is going in a new direction, is making the choice that is right for you, not making what is right for anybody else. The best choice. Make the best choice. Because it's time. This is a number 9 card. You're coming to the end of a struggle and they want to give you the reward, but they can't if you keep going in that cycle, that pattern. Take a deep breath. Get support. Talk to somebody who's made that choice. Talk to somebody who's done that thing. How did that work out for you? What were the stumbling blocks? What can I avoid? What do I need to do? I don't know. For some reason, I'm feeling like somebody needs to write a resume. And it's like your resume never gets looked at. And you're like, why? Well, talk to somebody whose resume does get looked at. Network, partner. Because you're coming to the end of this very difficult cycle or road, and it's time to get on a new one, but you've got to kind of keep evolving in this one to get on the new one, is what I'm feeling. So I'm feeling like there's still some stumbling blocks that you're holding yourself back on, so you've got to make the choices not to hold yourself back on. So you've got to start making the best choices that are for you, Virgo. Again, not for anybody else. So if you've got someone in your ear going, no, go this way, go this way, go this way, you're going to be like, yeah, that's the way you would go, or that's the way that would be best for you. That's not what's best for me. So you need to start speaking your truth. Speaking your truth. Speaking up. Loving yourself enough to say, no, thank you. And again, no is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain why you're saying no, or you don't want that thing, or you're not going to go in their direction. Nope. You need to empower yourself enough to say, this is my path, this is what I want, this is where I'm going. And I'm making the choices that are best for that. Now, when you're speaking your truth, you don't have to be harsh. Again, if you're speaking from your heart, the words and the message, the feeling is what's going to be conveyed, and that can be received. If you're trying to speak from your head, where the fear resides, and the fear is the feeling behind the message, that can't be received. That's when you're in a contention. That's when the fight is on. You don't want that. Virgo, it's time to not have that. It is time for you to receive. So you got to start speaking your truth about what you want, what is best for you. And for some of you, I'm feeling like this is going to be like a first time thing with someone. So like telling your partner for the first time that yes, you want this, or no, you don't want that, could be very daunting. But again, if you do it from that place of love, they can hear you. If you do it from that place of fear, game over. Fight is on. So meditate first, ground first. Get yourself energetically in a good space. Make sure they're in a good space. You know, don't walk in front of the football game and think you're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation. Wait until you're sitting out on the back deck, listening to the birds, watching the sunset. And trust that everything you're being brought to is for you. Trust that the inspiration that you're receiving is the way. Trust that how you're feeling is okay. Trust your choice. Trust you're making the best choice for yourself. If you're speaking your truth, if you're empowering yourself, yeah, you will. You will come into that well-deserved reward. But you've got to trust your gut, your choice. April is going to bring this to you, but I don't want you to feel like there's any urgency in having to make it, is what I'm hearing for you, Virgo. Urgency is fear energy. So make the best choice when it is the right time to make it, okay? I don't want you to feel like you've got to rush into anything or get anything done by the end of April. I feel like this choice might be brought to you in April, but this may be something that you really have to ponder, or you really have to look into, or you really have to get more information on. So I don't want you to feel like there's any urgency to make this choice, all right? But getting the information, speaking your truth, doing what's right for you. This just popped out, so I'm gonna give this one to you. Meditation brings answers. So yes, getting quiet will absolutely help you. And again, getting grounded when you're making the choice is going to be really valuable, really valuable. You are ready for the reward. You're ready to be on that new journey, but you've got to kind of end this one on a high note. So the choice and decision that you make has to be the one that's right for you. Yeah, because you're definitely moving into a new situation. You're moving into improved situation. You're moving into getting out of the depths of despair and moving into positivity and connection and things flowing easier. But it's going to come from your ability to speak your truth and become empowered to do that, and then making the best choice that's right for you, Virgo. Spirit is wanting to bring you the rewards. Spirit is wanting to bring you the good stuff. But they're asking you to trust your road. They're asking you to trust that the best choice for you will take you where you need it to take you, that you will be safe on that journey. That it is time for you to come into well-deserved reward, that I feel like you've been through enough. But you've got one more hurdle to overcome, and that is to make the best choice for you. And doing that through speaking your truth. Even if it's just speaking your truth to yourself. So I hope that resonated with you. Thank you for being here, Virgo. Remember to look at where you want to be. Make your choice based on that. What road is going to take you? What choice is going to take you to where you want to be? And don't be afraid to look at it. Don't be afraid to want it. Trust that you're being brought to it because it is for you. Thank you for being here. All right, Libra. Hello, Libra. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to your April reading. How are you this month? So, really excited to be here with you to do this for you. I hope you're doing well. Please look at your sun, moon, and rising to get a full picture of what this month is going to bring you, okay? So we're going to start with an overarching theme. Ooh, Libra. Oh my gosh, these have been big energies, but this I think by far yet is the biggest. Angel of miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. Libra, this is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love this for you. I'm feeling so much love from Source for you right now, for this reading right now. Like the love is just flowing in. Oh yeah, this is powerful. High vibrational frequencies are coming in for you. Whew. Open your heart and expect a miracle, Libra. Whew. Okay, I am just gonna go ahead and jump in and see where they're taking this. Whew. For those of you who have not been feeling loved or supported, for those of you who have been feeling left by the wayside, for those of you who have been feeling in despair and powerless and just not anything good going on, whew, that is about to change. So Libra, I want you to get ready. Get ready for things to change, things to move forward, unexpectedly, all at once, like just big, powerful movement. It's like, it's time. And that's why the miracle is coming in, because it's like you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's time. There's no more waiting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you're going to be receiving a lot of intuition, a lot of inspiration, a lot of big ideas, a lot of connection where you just feel like this is the road I got to turn down. Oh, no, this is the store I've got to go in. Or oh, no, I've got to call and talk to that person. Like the inspiration is just going to be a lot this month, like in all ways, where it's like things almost feel magical because like everything's just falling into line. Like, there's a really long line at the cash register and then another one opens and you're the first one. You go to the mall and there's no parking, but you get that front spot. It just feels like there's like all these little miracles are going to be adding up this month for you. And it's all going to be because it's divinely guided, because they're putting you in the place that you need to be to help you feel safe and stable, to start receiving that financial, that family, that stability, that safety. Where you have felt like you've not been safe, where you feel like maybe even your survival is in jeopardy, where you didn't have enough to make the mortgage payment, you didn't have enough to buy all the groceries. Like it just feels like you're going to be coming into all the inspiration and the ideas that you need for the luck to just start diving into your experience this month. Whew, yeah, trust it. Trust it, it's for you. It's your time to shine. It's your time to come out into the sun and start receiving. It's time for you to get into connection in a way that you feel the stability, you feel the inspiration. I mean, for some of you, you're going to be inspired to write that book. You're going to get the tagline for that advertising. You're going to get whatever you need to take your situation to the next level. It's going to flow in, and you've got to trust it. You've got to trust that this is your new way, that spirit is bringing you that new perspective. They're bringing you that new opportunity. They're bringing you those new people. They're bringing you into a new situation because it's for you. The blockages are over. The stagnancy is over. Open your heart. So for some of you, it is going to be about meeting somebody brand new. And because you've been so hurt in the past, it's going to be like, not going there, not doing that. And Spirit's like, no, yes, this is your person. This is it. We're bringing it to you. This is the person that you can trust. This is the person that's not going to deceive you. This is the person that's not wearing the mask. Whether that's in relationship, whether that's in job, whether that's in money, whether that's in partnership, whether that's in whatever. This is the person. This is the situation. This is the relationship. It's been divinely guided. It's being brought to you because it is for you. We need you to be open-hearted. We need you to be receptive. And yes, it's going to feel very miraculous, like out of the blue. Really big. Really unexpected. Didn't see that coming. And it's so easy to stay in the fear. It's so easy to stay in the shutdown. It's so easy to say, I can't take another risk. I can't give it another try. And Spirit's like, but we need you to. We need you to love yourself enough to open up your heart. Know that this miracle is for you. And it's really not completely miraculous in that it's been coming for a while, but it's finally coming. It's finally here. It's been on the way. We've been bringing it to you, but now it finally arrived because it's the perfect time. It is now the moment for you to receive it. It's now the moment for it to be right. It's now the moment for everything to join up and be right. The time is right. Open your heart. Let us in. Open your heart and know that it's time to heal whatever let you down, whatever hurt you. The only way to heal your heart chakra is to open it. And that's what I'm feeling for you. It's time to open your heart again and heal whatever hurt you, whatever let you down, whatever took you out at the knees, whatever put you on your knees. That's behind you. It's time to trust that it's time to move forward. So Libra, it's time. It's time to expect a miracle. And receive it when it shows up. Just receive it. Say thank you. It is yours. It is for you. It is time for you to shine in whatever way that looks like for you right now. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Whew. All right, here we go. Scorpio. Scorpio, here we go. Welcome to your reading. So, please check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for a full picture of your April. But we're going to start with an overarching theme for this month for you. Oh, I love this one. Cheer up. Live in the moment. Yeah, you know, the present moment is all we ever have. And so when you're trying to live in the past, nothing new there. When you're trying to live into the future, don't know what that is yet. So all we have is the present moment. And so why not be happy? Why not be happy in the present moment? And I feel like that's what this is all about for you, Scorpio. It's about not letting the past encroach on the present. It's not about worrying about the future. That will take care of itself, I promise. It's about being happy in the moment. What can you do right now to bring you joy? What can you do right now that would make you happy? That's what this is about. Dancing. Dancing in the rain, dancing in the sunshine, dancing, moving, enjoying, being one with yourself and nature and all that is. Because in the present moment, you can be and do whatever you want. There's no expectation. Let's see where this is going. Whew. So what I'm picking up is like there's a lot of striving and driving energy here for you. And what this means is like you're always going, doing, being. Afraid. That's all fear energy. Urgency is fear energy. And so Scorpio, they're wanting you to just step back out of the fear and be present in the moment and figure out what you can do right now to make yourself happy. Even if it's getting rest, even if it's drinking some water, even if it's having a good meal, even if it's reading a book. How can you get yourself out of the urgency of the striving and driving? Because really all you're doing is you're drawing that energy to you. So where you're striving and driving, you're just drawing more striving and driving to you. So anything you're trying to manifest or anything you're trying to receive, you're blocking it because you've got that fear energy putting up the blockage. And that's what I feel like they're trying to get you out of, is that fear energy that something isn't going to happen the way you think it's going to, or nothing's going to show up because you're not pushing on something to make it happen. All right? Oh yeah, because it's time. It's time for whatever you're pushing at that's not working to let it go. If you've been pushing on it and it's not working, it's not going to. It's time for you to move on. It's time for you to move into receiving what it is you want by letting go of what isn't working. It's not going to. That's what I'm hearing. It's not going to. Like, you've been pushing on it, you've been striving, you've been driving, you've been willing, you've been knocking yourself out. But you're bumping your head against a wall that isn't for you. It's not going to come down. It's not your road. It's not your path. It's not your thing. Even though you really, really want it, even though maybe you've been working on it for a really long time. It's time to seek what is for you. So that relationship that you've been putting all your energy in and it's not changing, gotta let it go. That job that isn't giving you the promotion, you gotta let it go. You gotta be in the moment. In the moment. So if someone is telling you in the moment that they're not going to do something, then believe them. If someone is telling you in the moment that they're not going to give you something, believe them. It's time to seek what is for you. It's time to get into where people will give to you, where they will be for you, where they will have your back, where they will help you, where they will promote you, where they will love you unconditionally. This situation, not going to be that. It's time to move on. For some of you, I feel like you have moved on and you're still in this and you're like, okay, I'm ready for it to come in. That's where you've just got to have joy. Get in the moment. Get in the moment and have the joy. The joy is going to draw to you more joyful. So where you're not sure that new job is coming or that new partner is coming or the new financial situation is coming, live in the moment. Stay in the moment. Move away from what's not serving you and stay in the moment. Go do something fun. When you can do nothing about your situation, go find something fun to do. And if you enjoy sleeping, sleep. If you enjoy reading, read. If you enjoy dancing, dance. If you enjoy hiking, hike. When you can do nothing about your situation, you've done everything you can. You've sent out the resumes, you've networked with the people, you've made the phone calls, there's nothing else to do today, go find something fun to do. Because that is healing you. That is getting you out of the bondage of the striving and driving. That is getting you out of the bondage of other people's expectations. Heal yourself through getting into the joy. Heal yourself for living in the moment. Break those chains from everything that has not worked out. Break those chains from those people that keep telling you the same promises and not coming through. Break those chains from the situations that are not changing. Walk away. Walk away. Because what you're walking away from is taking you to your blessings, is taking you to where you want to be, what you've been wanting to create in your life, what you've been wanting to manifest in your life. Scorpio, it's time to put yourself forward. It's time to put yourself first. Let go of the past. Break those chains of the past. Those past stories, those past hurts, those past traumas, as much as you can, so that you can move forward and have what it is you want in your life experience today. Because that's what Spirit's trying to bring you. what you're wanting, not what you don't want. So it's time. It's time for you to make the moves. It's time for you to be assertive. It's time for you to take the mask off and see things clearly and move away from things that are not changing or don't look the way you thought they did. Now that you're looking through a very clear lens, make the choices and decisions that are right for you. Live in the moment. Move away from what no longer serves you. No one is going to make the best choice for you. No one is going to put you first the way that you put yourself first. Sometimes we have to become a little selfish. And for some of us who are people pleasers, that is very, very hard to do, to put ourselves first. But Scorpio, that's what I feel like you've got to do this month. You've got to assert yourself. Make your steps in the direction that are right for you. Move away from what no longer serves you. Break the chains from what is holding you back. Sending you so much love and so many blessings. You've got this. Get support where you need to get support, especially if that healing journey is really bogging you down, is really hard. They all are, but some have different levels of hard. Maybe finding your joy this month is partnering with someone. Finding someone who's been on this journey before, or a tribe of people who know what you're going through. Or a counselor. But I feel like you're moving in a direction that is, this moving on is not little moving on, it's big moving on. And that may require support. And being assertive might not be something that's comfortable for you. You might not feel comfortable being assertive. That might be a very foreign idea. Reach out. Reach out. But know that you're not doing this alone. Know that Spirit is with you. Those doves are Spirit coming in to say, we're supporting you, we're guiding you, we're helping you on your journey of seeking where you want to be, how you need to get there, what are the steps you need to take. So those dreams that you're having that are vivid, those feelings that you're having of the way that you want to go, that's your intuition, that's Spirit nudging you. So know that you're not alone as you go through this. Very big change in your life. So thank you for being here. Whew. Sending you so many blessings and so much love. Whew, Sagittarius. Hello, hello, hello. It is so glad to be here with you this month. It is April. It is April. I'm very excited for April. I'm very excited for spring. I hope you are too. Please look at your sun, moon, and rising signs for a full picture of what April is going to be bringing you. All right, so let's see what we've got going on here. Sagittarius. Oh. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. So far, and I'm almost done. I'm about 2/3 of the way done. None of these have been the same. So if you do look at your sun, moon, and rising, just know they're all going to be very different, and it's a good thing. So yeah. Illusions. Embrace the truth, Sagittarius. Embrace the truth. You know, sometimes we see things in situations down the road that we didn't see at the beginning. And so it can be really disconcerting. It can be really disconcerting that we thought something was going to be one way, but really it's another. And so this month, I feel like you are going to have some illusions being broken, that the truth is going to be revealed. And so embracing it is going to help you to move through it kind of faster. So if you can embrace the truth this month, sooner rather than later, Sagittarius, I feel like that's going to help you to kind of get where you want to be, okay? Even though it's going to be disconcerting, even though it's going to be heartbreaking, I think in some instances, you know, it's going to be important to, if you can embrace it sooner rather than later, you will be able to move forward for yourself in a way that will be really beneficial, you know, really taking you where you want to be, that the time that was taken is no more. You know, there's no more time being taken in something that wasn't what you thought it was going to be, or didn't turn out to be what you were promised. So, illusions, embracing the truth, very important this month. Let's see where this is taking us. Yeah, because it's time to assert your will. It's time for you to come into your power and really embrace the power that is you at your core, and that anybody who has been deceiving you, anybody who has been deceptive, has been stealing your power. And so now it is time for you to take that control back, take that power back. So, you know, I mean, for some of you, this could be a partner. This could be a situation where, you know, you really thought this person was on the same page with you, going in the same direction with you, and then all of a sudden they're doing a 180 and trying to go in a different direction. If you can embrace that truth, that new direction is really the direction they're going to go in quickly, you can then move on to, you know, another experience faster and not give them any more of your time. For some of you, it's about really stepping into your power and wanting to put your time and attention in things that are important to you, where, you know, there may be some situations around you where people said these were important to them, but they didn't end up being as important to them as they are to you. And so you're going to have to kind of go forward in your way that is going to be alone, solitary, like going your own way, maybe away from the group, but it's still going to be your way. So getting grounded is going to be really important, Sagittarius, so that you can know that the way that you choose to move forward is going to take you into what is for you. That being in connection to Mother Gaia, awaiting the results from that grounded place, is going to bring you the results that you want. Because the truth that is revealed, the illusion, the duality that you're being brought to, can feel very shaky. Again, it can take you into really having to see things from a perspective you really never thought you were going to. But it feels like, I mean, I hate to say it, guys, but I feel like for some of you, it could be a very big deception being revealed this month. Someone was deceiving you in a very, very big way, and now the truth is kind of being dumped into your lap. And it's going to be important for you to really see it for what it is and not try to sugarcoat it or not try to look through rose-colored glasses at it, but to say, okay, this person really intentionally deceived me. This person really intentionally lied to me. This person really intentionally duped me in some way. And it's okay to be angry. It's okay to say, how dare you? And to know that by getting this clarity, you're able to move on into this very grounded place that is going to bring you what you want. It's going to bear the fruit that you want. So allowing yourself to stand in your power, allowing yourself to see the truth, and allowing yourself to embrace the new truth of a situation is really going to help you to move forward very gracefully, is what it feels like. Honestly, it feels like you're being thrown out of a situation that just is never going to be different. It's never going to change. This person is never going to step up. For some reason, I'm being brought that, you know, there might be a situation where you've been engaged for a really long time and, you know, you're starting to recognize the wedding is never going to happen. Or you've been in this middle management position for a really long time and you're starting to recognize that you're never going to get promoted. This is the feeling that I'm getting, that this truth is big, and it's really going to push you into making choices and decisions that you haven't been wanting to make. You've been seeing the writing on the wall, but you haven't really been wanting to read it. And now Spirit is like, in April, there's no more not seeing it. You know the truth. It's right here. You're seeing the light. You know that you know. And you've been really suppressing it because you really didn't want it to be that. And it really is. And it's heartbreaking and it's devastating. That person or that situation you thought was having your back, being authentic, they were, unfortunately, stealing your power, your gifts, your talents. They were using you in benefit for themselves. And that is very heartbreaking, Sagittarius. But in April, I feel like you're going to be brought to the truth of it, and there's no not seeing it. Because it's time. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to start receiving what is for you. And I feel like it's going to happen pretty quickly once that truth is revealed and once you really look at it for what it is. That it very quickly is going to transform your situation. But it's time. And the reason it's going to feel like it happens fast, the transformation happens fast, is because it's really been coming for a while. But in April, it's like, poof, there's no more not looking. There's no more not seeing it. So when you feel disconnected or when you feel like you don't know what way to go, get quiet. Get quiet, get in connection with your inner self, with your knowingness. Because it's absolutely going to say, we really did feel this coming. We really did know this was on the horizon. We really have been trying to sidestep it or not look at it full on. Because we knew it was going to be hard. We knew it was going to be sad. We knew it was going to be devastating. But I really feel like in April, Sagittarius, there's no not looking at it anymore. There's no not seeing it for what it is. You are the first sign that I feel like we need a little bit more information on this. Whew. All right, so where are we going to get it? All right. I'm going to pull you a Queen of the Moon Oracle to see what they want to add to this message, because I feel like you're taking back your power this month, but it is going to feel very big, very hard, very devastating. What can we add to this message to help Sagittarius in April? Okay, all right, okay. So you got more than one. I think you got 3. Yep, all right, so let's see where we're going with this. Oh, okay, yep. Whew. I think they're just bringing it to us in another way, but resistance. Yeah, it's like you've been resisting the change. You have been knowing that this has been coming. You have been feeling the deception. You have been knowing that there's been more to the situation than you were willing to look at. That there's been things going on behind the scenes. And you have been resistant to it. And it's now time to let go of holding on so tightly to something that is just never going to be or never going to manifest or never going to change. And I get it, because that's your will. That's your power going, I can change this. I can make it work. I've got this. And Spirit's like, nope, it's not for you to change. It's not for you to affect. It's for you to let go of. because this situation was brought to you so that you could find your power. You could stand in your power in the opposite way. You could stand in your power positively, taking back your power. Not changing anybody. You can't change anyone. No one can be changed unless they want to be. You can't change them. You just can let go and walk away. And focus on you, Sagittarius. Focus on your transformation, your growth, what is for you. Focusing on yourself. There's no stopping this situation from falling apart. There's no stopping this person from being who they are. And if they choose not to change, nothing you can do about it except walk away and focus on what is for you. Focus on your transformation, your growth. Become the butterfly in your own life. And it's going to take time. It's going to take time for the universe to join up the dots and bring to you what is for you. But you've got to let go of what isn't for you before that can even happen. So surrendering the how and the when, things are going to show up. Things are going to be completely different, because the patience is all about you taking the time for your transformation, for your growth and evolution. And you can't do that quickly. That takes time. So Sagittarius, I feel like this month is dumping you into a long game of evolution and change and growth, because the truth of where you are and who you are is changing. It's evolving. And that's a good thing. And that's a good thing. Whew. Sending you so many blessings and so much love. But you gotta let go. You know, and sometimes when we let go, what happens is the situation of the person around us, it forces them to change. It forces them to grow. And if they really are for your experience, if they really are to be in your experience, they'll be back. But if they're not, it's opening you up and making you room for the situations and people that will love you authentically, that will give back to you, that will respect you, that will be in a balanced relationship with you. They won't just be taking from you all the time and diminishing you and depleting you. So I hope that resonates. Thank you for being here. Whew. Capricorn. Capricorn. Capricorn, hello, welcome. It is April. It is April. It is springtime. Things are opening up. Things are changing in a positive direction. These readings have been awesome. So please look at your sun, moon, and rising signs for a full picture of your April. But Capricorn, I'm going to just jump right in. I want to see what these overarching themes are for you, and then we're going to dive deep into them. All right, so very excited for you. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Dolphin, don't worry, be happy. I absolutely love it. Bobby McFerrin song. Bobby McFerrin song. Don't worry, be happy. You know, and I feel like why we can say that for you this month is because things are starting to flow into your experience. And it's starting, you know, it's going to be important for you to allow yourself to be happy when things start working out or when things start flowing in a way that feels good. Like not feeling like the other shoe is going to drop or feeling like it's too good to be true, but really being like, thank you, and getting into receptive mode, Capricorn. That's what it feels like for April. Yeah, so change your focus. Change your focus on where you've been. Change your focus on what has not worked out. Change your focus on things that have been overwhelming or unclear. It's about moving in a new direction, looking forward, where you're going, not where you've been. So if you've been focused on the worry, if you've been focused on the what isn't working out or what is changing, Spirit wants you to not do that. And I love the green in both of these cards, getting in connection to Mother Gaia, grounding, opening your heart, getting very in connection with your own heart, is going to allow you to feel safe and stable so that you can look forward. You can not focus on anything that hasn't worked out in your past experience, anything that has dropped you on your head in the past. That story is over. Like, we're only going forward. And so it's okay to not worry and to just stay in that positive expectation and that mode of receiving. Yeah. So where you are afraid to have pleasure, where you are afraid to drop into your creativity, very important to work on that blockage. Work on the fear of having joy, the fear of any kind of physical connection, any kind of pleasure. Just really unblocking yourself. So a nice moving the hips will help you to move that energy. So dancing, any kind of physical activity in that way, but really opening up your creativity, really opening up your ability to receive and have pleasure, and to give pleasure, so that you can really get into where you're going. Because where you were hurt you, where you were took your power, where you were created difficult situations for you. And now it's about stepping out of that and really getting into where you want to go and what you want to create, who you want to do that with. Very important, Capricorn. Yeah. So in April, there may be some part of your shadow self that you have to confront so that you can feel pleasure, you can receive pleasure, you can change your focus, you can get into this don't worry, be happy energy, where you can allow your life to flow in a very positive direction. But, so wherever the shadow self aspect of yourself comes up, wherever that hurt, that old way of being and doing comes up, it's going to be important for you to confront it, be able to see it and say, oh, no, we're not doing that. We don't play that game anymore here. We don't play that here anymore. We don't criticize others. We don't judge others. We don't diminish anybody else's power. We don't get into the blame or shame game. That's not what we do here anymore. Now we get into joy. Now we get into gratitude. Now we get into love. Now we get into co-creating our reality with spirit. So Capricorn, really important this month to not buy into any negative self-talk, any negative ideas. Yeah, so just be assertive this month. Be assertive. Keep going in your direction. Keep doing you. Keep being your energy kind of going in the direction that you need to be going in for yourself, and being very intentional about that direction. Asserting your own will in the direction that you want to go, and really not allowing the past to encroach or the worry to encroach, but really asserting your will into going in the direction that is for you, and not worrying. When you find yourself worrying, flip that script. Get into gratitude. Get into gratitude. Keep it moving forward. Change. Number 5, change. That's what's coming in April. Change. Change in job, change in relationship, change in your own inner dialogue. But you're moving forward. So the change is going to be good. So it's going to be important for you to stay in this energy of not worrying and just being happy with the change that's coming in. Not how it's going to look, not how it's going to affect anybody, not any of those mental body, but really just, this is where I'm going, this is how it's going to, I'm going to just surrender the how and the when, and I'm just going to keep going forward with what I'm being brought, and I'm going to keep focusing forward, and I'm going to keep projecting forward. Anything behind me, nothing there. Nothing there for me. Nothing new there for me. Nothing I want. It just feels like you're coming from this very grounded, centered, I'm ready to go forward place. So I'm feeling your earth energy in this reading. That even though it feels exciting, I feel very calm in delivering it because I feel very grounded this month. So when you're feeling out of control or when you're feeling that worry encroach, get grounded, Capricorn. Get grounded. So thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aquarius. Aquarius, welcome, 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 welcome. Please watch your your sun, your moon, and your rising signs for a full and complete picture of April. I can't believe, month 4. Whew, okay, here we go. I'm so excited you're here. I'm so excited to be here. Let's get your overarching energy for this month. Originality, Aquarius. Blaze your own trail. Wow. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You know, you're the second to the last sign that I'm doing, and every single overarching message has been completely different. Like, there's not been any repeat in the bunch, and I love it. I love that April for all of us is just going to be unique for each and every one of us. So please, please check out all of your signs. Blaze your own trail, originality. I love it. Let's dig deeper and see where this is going, Aquarius. Oh, yeah. So, blaze your own trail. Be original. And through your dreams and decisions this month, it feels like it's new. This blazing your own trail, being original, is because you're going in a new direction. This is going to be in a direction that you've been wanting to go in. It's going to be a direction that maybe you've even been planning on going in, but it's your own direction. So very, very important to make the choices and decisions that are right for you, moving in a positive direction, using your daydreams or your nighttime dreams to propel you forward, to be in connection, to get the messages you need, but to go on your road. Like, this isn't about anybody else's road. April for you is going to take you down your road. And it may scare some people around you because it's like, what are they doing? What is he or she doing? Where are they going? Grab them back. And it's like, no, let me keep going. This is my road. And it's okay to trust it because it's divinely guided. Look at the inspiration around this angel. Look at all of those orbs. You're not going in this new direction in this original way by yourself. This has been part of your path all the way. And April is really going to either open it up for you or kind of give you the next leg. Aquarius, you've always been a little original. You've always gone in your own direction. In April, it's just going to be a continuation for some of you, and for some of you, it's going to be this new trail that you're being brought and inspired to take. Because you're getting into the flow of where you need to be for your life journey and your purpose. You're getting into the flow for what is for you. So for some of you, it's going to be taking a completely different career option. For some of you, it's going to be taking a completely different choice. But this is your flow. This is who you are. This is your originality. So whatever the flow is, whatever the choice or decision is, trust it. When you're trusting your intuition, your instinct, your inspiration, the way you're being nudged, the way you're being taken, that is when you're in the flow. That is when you're in alignment with your highest and greatest good. That is when you're living your purpose. And that's what Spirit wants you to do this month. Continue to live your purpose, not anybody else's. Trust what you're being inspired to do. Start that project. Go in the new direction. Build that house. Someone's building a house. Don't let the fear hold you back. Yeah. Get into balance. Get into balance. And I feel like you have to get into balance with yourself. So where you feel like jumping off that ledge, maybe you should go find the bridge. Maybe networking with people who've done this before would be beneficial, not just taking a blind leap. Getting grounded and balanced before you make that big decision. Compromising with yourself. That maybe I'm not going to completely abandon ship, but I'm going to start making strides to make a change. I feel like they just want you to slow down a little. That you're really excited about something, you know this is your thing, but there's steps to take to prepare. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So in April, take the steps to prepare. You're going to get a chance to leap, but you want it to be a leap of faith, not a leap off a cliff. So if you can get into balance with yourself this month, this blazing your own trail and being original will happen very, very easily. But if you just jump in gung-ho with no preparation, with no research, with no information, might not go so well. Might not go so well. It's okay to blaze your own trail. It's okay to be original. But you want to flow. You don't want to bump your nose. So trust the idea, trust the trail, but take the careful steps. Take the balanced steps. Maybe compromise with yourself on the timing. Because I feel like this blazing your own trail, this isn't something you absolutely have to like accomplish in April. You may be taking steps in April. You may be starting in April. But I don't feel like there's anything completed in April for you, Aquarius. Do your homework, is what I'm hearing. Do your homework. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you for being here. Exciting. It's exciting. It feels exciting, Aquarius. It feels exciting. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to your April reading. I'm very excited for you. So please watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of your April. I'm going to start with an overarching message, and then we're going to dive into it. Ooh, oh, how beautiful, Pisces. In April, you got dreams. Believe in your dreams. Oh, that's gorgeous. It is time. It is time to believe in your dreams, to believe in yourself, to believe in that prompting of your heart, that passion. Pisces, I just feel like this is a dream you've had for a long time. And for some of you, you've started planning it. For some of you, you might have done some research. For some of you, you might have done some beginning steps. For some of you, you haven't even been able to think about doing anything on it, on the dream. April is going to open that up for you. So wherever you are in your dreams, doing anything about them, working on them, Pisces, I feel like in April, there's going to be more movement. There's going to be more to come. So let's dig in and see where we're going in April with this. Look at that. Dreams. I don't know why I won't. It won't. There it is. Believe in your dreams. All right. Let's see where this is going. All right, they came out pretty fast. I like it. Oh, hello. First one up. Believe and succeed. Believe and succeed. Look at that. Believe and succeed. Believe in your dreams. Believe and succeed. Pisces, it's time to go. And again, if you look at this boat, it's like a rowboat or a ship with like sails. So this isn't fast. But it's time. It's time to believe and succeed. It's time to believe in your dreams. It's time to believe in that thing that just sparks you, that just makes you feel like life is worth living. It's time to believe in it. It's time to believe in yourself in a way that you start taking the steps and actions that are going to start bringing this dream to fruition. And again, some of you have started. Some of you have been like, oh, that's too big. I can't do that. It's time to believe that you can. Believe in yourself. So that you can come into joy and stability. Because when you're living your passion, when you're living your purpose, when you're living that inspiration that is always with you, that's when you're in the flow. That's when things are moving in a joyful way. That's when your stability comes in, whether it's financial, family, relationship, situation, whatever. That's how you get to stability. When you're living your purpose, you're living your joy. When you're believing in yourself in a way that nothing can hold you back, that's when you're living it. You're living the dream. You've got to believe in it. Pisces, you got to believe in it. Start the company. Start the project. Start taking the steps. Because you're starting to receive the information through your third eye. The inspiration. The information. The steps to take. The resources to come in. The people to show up. The dreams. The knowingness. You're receiving it. They're bringing it to you because it's time. It's time for you to start living your purpose. And your dreams are your purpose. For some of you, you're having premonition dreams. For some of you, you're absolutely receiving information about things that are to come. Premonitions. Precognition. Knowing when something's going to happen. Some of you are receiving that already. You got to trust and act on it. Yeah, it's time. It's time to reconsider whatever you've been pushing off. Nope, I tried that 10 years ago, it didn't work. It's time now. I tried doing that 5 years ago, it didn't work. People thought I was crazy. Nope, it's time to get back to it. It's time to get back to it. So for those of you that feel like you failed in the past or it didn't work out in the past, don't matter. Doesn't matter. It's time to go. It's now time. Pisces, it's now time. Because right there it is. You will succeed. It might take you a year, it might take you 5 years, but you will succeed. But you can't get going if you don't get going. If you don't get going, how is it going to work? If you don't get started, how are you going to get there? You got to get started. And I feel like April is getting started. In some way, you're getting started. Even if you're just making the decision in April to get started. It's a big step. Because the hardest part of anything is making the decision. And once you make the decision, then you know what you're doing. Okay, I've made the decision. I'm going to follow this dream. Okay, now I got to make this phone call and I got to research this and I got to talk to this person. But you can't make those steps until you make the decision. And for some of you, April will be the decision month. And that is how you're going to get to this that you've never been able to get to before. Your whole life you've been waiting for joy and stability in a very long-term kind of way. For some of you, you've had joy and stability on occasion. But I feel like in 2022 of April, you're starting your joy and stability for long-term growth, long-term, this is just how my life is. I'm stable and I'm joyful. I feel happy when I wake up. I'm receiving everything that I need to keep myself safe. It's all going well. But you've got to follow your dream to do that. You've got to follow that inspiration that's been in there forever. So it's time to reconsider for those of you who are like, but I did it and it just crashed and burned. It wasn't the right time. You didn't have enough information. Things weren't lined up for you in the right way. Reconsider. Reconsider. Well, that's April, guys. I'm sending you so many blessings and so much love. Have a beautiful rest of your month, and I'll talk to you soon.